This program is written and produced by Nikhil Sablania. Let's walk into the addictive world of social sites and learn how they manipulate us. When I started using Facebook, I soon discovered why millions and even billions of people are spending time on Facebook. A big question emerged in my mind. Is it because of poverty and unemployment that people have nothing to do, and that is why they are sitting on social platforms like Facebook and YouTube? That question pushed me to get into the matter of why people are wasting their time on social sites. I found that during that time, and even today, it is poverty and unemployment that has increased immensely throughout the world. But during these years, there is one more thing which has emerged, and that thing is the person, created by the patterns of social sites, the patterns of likes and dislikes. When we like, dislike, or share something on a social site, it is something about ourselves that we invest in the social site. Not only this, but also that we become part of their algorithms. We think that we are doing things, like we are liking or disliking or sharing something. But it is the algorithms of the tech companies which are influencing us for our likes and dislikes. Like, they show the same thing that we have already liked, or something which we buy, or something on which we spend more time. But this thing doesn't leave here. It goes far, and it brings a change in us. This change is not just about a pattern created in our minds. This change is about our changing psychology. It is about creating a very different person inside us, which is motivated by the incentives created by these likes and share. Rather than we are doing any change, it is the algorithm which is changing us. It's not only changing you, but also your relationships. It is also influencing politics and society. A new type of individual is created. But there are certain questions to be answered by the governments and the tech industries. The government has to answer why so many people waste their time on social sites, and tech industries also have to answer that, why they want so many people to waste time on them. Social sites have gone far from their social ideology, and they are constructing a new word for expanding capital. Today's man is not just a man of his own thinking and his own life and his own chosen social world. For example, I do not see my uncle for many months, but when he likes on my social media post, I call him on phone. Another example is that if someone doesn't like my post, I get worried and calls him. Another example is if someone wants a favor from me, then that person likes my posts on a social site like Instagram. About comments, it is the same story. For example, if someone wants to take a favor from you, then he posts a good comment on your post. There are some hate groups and antisocial elements. Rather than restricting them, these sites favor them and even push them. Many social scientists say that these social sites intentionally push hate posts because people respond more to a hate post than to a neutral or good post. It is the negative thinking of our minds that social site companies are taking advantage of our negative character. But in the real world, not only that people are scared and cautious to say bad things, but even if they do, people, rather than appreciating and promoting them, try to explain that what they are doing is not good. Such moral, traditional thinking that binds society together is missing from the social sites. Opposite to that, it pushes humans' social relations into scattered fragments and ratcheted up such divisions and feuds in society. It is mooring people to a world of hate. Is this the world we want to live in, or is this the world we want to give to our children and future generations? Hate posts come in bulk, consolidating the negative thinking. It has become a way of squaring the people. It is undemocratic and in favor of the bad social characters. Even in personal relationships like husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend, they also prefer that their partners like and share their posts on social sites. Isn't it a joke? Why a husband or a wife who are always with their partner need to prove their loyalty and love with like or dislikes on social sites? It is impacting the deepest of our relationships. Love, so much complicated though, never understood, even by philosophers, saints and modern psychologists, now is easily delivered by likes and dislikes on social site. Like a commodity, like a product of a factory, without any real emotions. So if a partner who is really cheating on you makes a fool of the other partner by adding more likes and emojis, can it be called love? This new definition of the most complicated and never understood human emotion and expression is now coming out of the factory of a tech company, a commodity of social sites. Oh, the Santa Claus has come up with so many likes from a wife like a toy, say these tech companies. Another blunder in the regime of human emotions, a hell created in the heaven. Some people have become so crazy by these social sites that if people don't like their posts, they become angry and start complaints. Some people think it is all they can have in life, to be on social sites, their hard-earned property. Some people go to such an extent that they post their intimate and personal family videos or photos on websites. Another aspect of these social sites is how they propel people to post private videos. For example, women in Indian culture are considered shy and reserved. But you can see that women are coming so much in the open. For example, they dance with vulgar steps. They wear very little clothing. They don't think about the respect of their families. Some women go crazy and they ask their husbands to come and dance with them. It is this show-off which has propelled people through these sites. By this economy of likes and dislikes and shares, people go crazy to increase the number of views. There is another interesting aspect which many social sites have created. These are propelling people to become digital creators rather than remaining normal human beings. So they are taking advantage of the large-scale unemployment throughout the world. What they do is that they change the profile as creators' profile. Through this profile, they push people to make crazy videos and post them to everyone on the internet or on that website. They claim that they will give money to such creators. Look at the money they give. It is like giving peanuts. Actually, they don't give anything. People just go crazy. Some people spend huge money on making videos. Some people put their social respect on stake while posting their videos. These websites don't want to keep you as a human being. What they all want is to turn you into a product, a human product. Whether a dancing person or a laughing person or a woman underdressed or a child doing or talking all silly things, all kinds of stupid things they want people to perform. But these circus creators have no talent of their own. What they want all of us to do is to become crazy, All kinds of craziness have become home on these social sites. Actually, social sites want a huge pile of content so that they can give a huge amount of advertisements. I content. When you make content, you spend your things. But actually, you give more opportunity to the website to post more advertisements. But they pay to creators only when the creator becomes crazy to create so many videos with so many likes in a very limited time. It is a huge task given to the innocent people. But the real winner and the real beneficiary of all these things are social sites. Even the governments are not coming in between. When they are taking content, then why they are giving so much limitation to share revenue with creators? However, they are taking money from the advertisers. This question these websites have to answer. But as I said about the economics of likes and shares, what is very crucial to understand that it is a kind of input which is called behavioral surplus, the information which gives these companies an edge over to make money. It is people's property because they spend their time and intellectual power. But on their posts and on their material, by advertising, social media companies make revenue. Another social aspect is that people are getting away from real contact. Now, people don't visit other people. What they do is just sit on social sites and post likes and dislikes. Now, you don't find anyone reading a book. You don't find anyone reading the newspaper. You don't find people sitting in groups and discussing. Things have changed so much that on these social sites, it's like they're the only life left to the people. But can we change this? I tried to take my time away from the social sites and do my own things. Like I tried to read books, talk to people, and see my family and friends. The important thing is that now I have stopped liking or sharing. I tried to find myself. Am I attracted to likes and sharing on the social sites? I found that if I like something, a similar post is shown to me on websites like Facebook, and also on other websites like YouTube or Instagram. It is not a world which I choose. It is a world that I am pushed into. It is not something that has any empathy with me. It is all algorithms. Meticulously chosen algorithms to push me into a certain mentality. What do the algorithms do if they capture your mind and behavior? Why should I share my likes and my feelings with a machine or algorithms? I don't feel that I should give my autonomy to any social media company. What did they all want to do with this? They just wanted to make money out of this. They wanted to sell my feelings, my likes, and my dislikes. But I have my rights. It is my likings and my life, and I have a right over them. I don't want my relatives, my friends, and my family to share my feelings, my life, and my dislikes on their posts through any social site. Just remember the olden times when we used to show our paper photographs to our friends and relatives. Any likes or dislikes about them? Would you happen to know if any data was collected somewhere? Life is to share your feelings with human beings, but not with machines. Not to give myself to algorithms. It is my domain and my right. Her post could be her liking and imagination. And I like my friend, not because I like his post. Look at these companies. Do they have their creation? Can they create anything apart from this website thing which is already there? No, they are poor in creativity. They live because of us. They are like parasite living on us, on our behavior patterns, on our lives. They are becoming so much rich that one day they are going to rule this world. And that's the day when we will become slaves. So, are we ready to become slaves of the tech companies? That is another question we should ask. Is this the kind of world we wanted to live in? Hooked by likes and dislikes, shares and notifications? But why are they doing all these? This is another story. Advertising, selling your data, exploiting your feelings, and interfering with your family and social relations are just a few big aims of these tech companies. Earlier, these technical companies created solutions for manufacturers or service providers. But now they are dealing directly with people, and rather than getting money from a few companies, they are getting money not just for each person, but from each post. That is why they are pushing short videos and reels so that they could have more slots to add more advertisements. It has nothing to do with people. They don't want to pay them any revenue. They're doing it like gambling and lottery, like come and participate, and there could be chances that you could win the race of more views, likes and shares. It is worse than gambling or the lottery. In them, one loses money, but not hope and time. But in creating reels, shorts and videos, and over creating crazy posts, people do lose everything. Money, time, hope, and even social respect when they do all crazy things in front of the public. But who is the winner and who is the loser? And not only people who create so many things with so many stakes are the losers, but also the people who waste their time in watching them. They could have done something better in that time. They could invest that time in learning, education, sports, meeting friends, and all those things which people are doing before this social site fever. It is like a pandemic which would never stop. At a personal level, a person who depends on such incentives, like getting more likes and shares on the social sites, gets reinforced by such stimulus. If anyone has read modern psychology, if not, then one could go and read about the concept of reinforcement. Though what started as experiments on animals, now the experiments are carried on in these laboratories of social sites. So you become a subject rather than a human being, a subject who has been given stimulus each moment. And this is done by many supercomputers, much faster than you could imagine. The supercomputers that have beaten a chess grandmaster, they are operated by quantum computers, artificial intelligence, and many algorithms. All are aiming at you as a subject in the laboratory. Your condition is much pettier than the condition of animals as subjects in the laboratory. Now, the laboratory is in your mind. An animal could go back to its habitat after the experiment, but where would the humans go? They carry the instruments of the laboratory in their phones, on their computers, and in their mind. Is it not a strong attack on our freedom? But what happens when we don't get any reinforcement? When we don't get stimulus? The likes and shares, and to make us feel good comments, though, all fakes? It gets us into depression. The future age could be the age of depression. Imagine a 7-year-old getting upset and committing suicide after his posts are not liked by his social site friends. Imagine a husband giving divorce to his wife for posting some negative comments on his social media posts. Imagine one word in a comment, and you destroy the friendship which was built over the trust and dedication of decades. What would all these can lead to? This would lead to psychiatric problems. Such problems are already in the news. It has the capacity to produce depression, a gloomy life destroyed by a broken relationship, an unhappy and melancholic individual. Another aspect of human ability which would suffer is attention retention. Attention retention is very important to do any task. To read, drive, write, create anything, listen to anyone, or reflect on subjects. For deep thinking, attention is an important aspect of the functioning of the mind. But when in such a laboratory of social sites, in the reward system of likes and dislikes, not getting such a reward leads to an attention-seeking personality trait. Its effect is that you will always be trying to seek such attention. And if you don't get that, you will struggle to retain attention in another work. Your attention will always move to these rewards on the social side. We could lose a great many of our abilities that we have gained from schooling, like an alcoholic, always seeking liquor, so is a socioholic always seeking likes, shares, and good comments. Is it the only reward that could satisfy us? This program is made to inform the people about the direction they are moving towards. Like we were swayed by cinema in the last century, we are now by social sites. But cinema had brought no change in us, then making us their money-making puppets. Before cinema, there were libraries, newspapers, a thinking man and a social man. But all that is lost first to cinema, and now, perhaps permanently, to social sites. We must understand the changes that are taking place in the present time, which could be tough to stop in the future. Also, it can block all our skills, abilities, intellectual developments and human relationships. It is the time to take appropriate action. This program is written and produced by Nikhil Sablania. Support us directly by calling on 85275330 R8851188170 or order books on nspmart.com. Please like, share, subscribe and keep notification on. Thank you for watching.